I had a really bad day at work the other day, day before yesterday. I'm like, damn, uh, why am I still here, And Dennis always tells me, that's my husband's name, if y'all didn't know, uh, you're put somewhere for a reason, right? So, went to work today. I work at Subway in the truck stop. And I was working on covering somebody on store side today. Their father was having surgery and she wasn't going to be back till tomorrow. And anyway, I went in wearing my Subway uniform, whatever. But anyway, uh, his son, who has been homeless off and on the last few years, struggling with addiction and everything, hadn't heard from him in a while. And last I talked to him, he was going to, you know, um, trying to get his life together. Um, Well, he came in there today. He was my first customer, and he looked great. He's clean, sober. Um, he's in the halfway house, got a job. Not he's been working not far from where we live, actually, doing landscaping work. Uh, but that's what, like I said, there's a lot of good going on too. Uh, and there, like I said, I asked myself, why am I still here at this job? And every day. I think that I come in the next day or even later that day, something like this happens, or an interaction with a customer that happened too as well, because we get a lot of foreign people in there, truck drivers, a lot of them from Ukraine and Russia and other places. Uh, and I had a conversation with one. I was at the coffee pots, and there was the grinder cups, and he's like, "Why did they have in the accent? I can't do the accent. It's like every store I go to, these are always broken." I'm like, "Yeah, I know. It came in. It worked for a day or so, and then it broke." He said, "That's the way they make things anymore. They break, so you have to buy a new one." So like I was saying, everybody, people waking up to this crap and uh planned obsolescence. Um, and like I was saying before, we all want the same thing. Um, we just want to live, want to be just to be free. Um, and like I said, there's a lot of good going on, and they don't want people to see that. They want you to be blinded, watch their shit on the news, on the YouTubes, and uh, the evil things that they're doing to children and to people in these other foreign countries, Lebanon, Palestine, Iran, pick a country that we haven't that we have went into and done these things. This is the worst I have seen in my lifetime. I remember when I was little seeing it on the TV about Israel. Um, and I didn't understand then uh what was going on, but I do now. Daddy, he showed me, said um something like I was like, why don't they just bomb the whole place, Like I said, I didn't know no better. I was a little kid. And he said, "No, you can't do that. That wouldn't be right. A lot of innocent people would die that don't deserve to die." And then when he went to Desert Storm, the first Iraq War, whatever they're calling it now, he had been to Vietnam and he would talk about it a lot. But when he come back from this, he didn't want to really talk about it. He was not the same when he came back from there. Um, he had the Gulf War syndrome as well. Uh, and a lot of innocent people were dying. And that's why it just hurts you. It just hurts your heart, deep in your soul. You just uh, seeing all this going on around the world, and there's very little that you can do to stop it. To you know, um, I guess that's why I still come on here and talk and rant or whatever you want to call it. Um, just to get it out there, to get it out. But how do you go up against an evil like this? Is by showing people the good that's out there still in the world that they don't want you to see. Okay, now. Anyway, uh, they don't want you to see. They want you to get stuck in their web of lies and deceit and evil. Been like I've been watching a lot of Krishnamurti. I haven't watched in a while, and it really like a lot of people I would get really upset, and now I'm like it does no good to get upset over these things. It only hurts yourself um, in doing that. Um, they're trying to spread the light into the world is what we need to see more of, and I see that a lot more every day. And then there's a lot more of the but we got to keep doing what we're doing here. Um, keep spreading the light into the world for all to see. This world is not as bad as they want you to believe. It's a beautiful world. Anyway, I know I've rambled some here. Uh, so I'm gonna end this here. Take care there, y'all, wherever you are in the world. I love y'all and be safe.